Let me start from number Yud, and down below, down in the tip of Kavanot. So he says, Genegdo hu ha'seir ha'mishtalech b'yom kippurim, v'shorsh min ha'kaparos hu, Geneged mashachoyim avim es ha'seir ha'mishtalech b'Bais Hamikdosh b'yom kippurim, l'hamtek ha'dinim, in order to sweeten the dinim there. Let me see. Okay, 1 second. Now the dinim. Going on, Yud Aleph. Ki hinecha seir haku hu Gevurot shebemalchus the nukva. These are the Gevuros and the malchus of the nukva. Asher hem dinim kashim yosem in the Gevurot shebe Yesod shebo hanikra gever v'tarnagol. Let's see what he means by this. Ki es seir hamishtalech hoyach bevihim lahamtik haGevuros hakashos shal sfiras hamalchus shebe parts of Hanok. Sham aim dinim Yosod tekifim, because that's where you really find at the core of, let's say, the rats on the kabel, so to speak, of Malchus, are tremendous dinim. Min the Gevurah sheyesh b'Yesod zokar nikra gever, so they're much stronger than those. Ramazan be'inyan the tarnagol, so then we see this is a reference to the concept of a tarnagol. Let's read Yud Bet. Let's see where we go. Yud Bet. The fishu YOM kippurim. So we have the ability to sweeten even the worst Gevuros. Only because of the Kedusha of the day itself, you even can go that depth. In other words, you get to the ultimate point of creation is surrounded by Malchus, surrounded by the worst dinim. A Malchus shall parts of Hanuk, Hanirmazin be'inin ha'seir, which is reference to the concept of the seir. Let's see what he says over here. Let's do it. Let's look at number Bet in the Shefa Kavanot. Let me move these things around a little bit. 1 second. Okay, so he says like this: if we connect them who are seir mishalech b'yom kippurim v'diresh shebizman Bais Hamikdosh. Al Yedecha Seir Hamishtalech Lahamtek Afilu HaGevuros HaKashish B'Malchus HaNukva. Avach V'ata Achrei Shenechar of the Bais Abais. L'Batel Seir Hamishtalech. We don't have that anymore. Tikno Hagaunim Keneged Zeh Minhag HaKaparos. So they brought this. I saw in the Shulchan Aruch. I thought I saw this. That the Shulchan Aruch holds that it's a minig that really you shouldn't pursue, whereas the Ramah says that you should pursue it with all your arms, your heart, and all your soul, and all your might, like that kind of deal. He says you should do it. So at any rate, he could minhag hakaparos im hatarnagov lahamtek adinim. So this is the whole idea to do the same thing. He says ata. We can't get to the ultimate depth of that, what the Sulam calls the Ratzon, the Kabel, or the ultimate Malchus, Shehem Yosem Butakos, which are more sweet, or they have more sweetening to them. That's the best we could do right now. So they say. Here's number Gimel. Where's number Gimel? Number Gimel. Okay, let's go to number Yud Gimel. He says, and we're reading in the Tiv Kavanot now. So he says, Aval be'erev Yom Kippurim, ein bana koyach ala begevuros Yesod she'ein hom kol kach kashem. So let me read this. Aval be'erev Yom Kippurim, ein lana koyach lahamtek adinim begevuros hakashem shebenok, ayeder mincha kaparos im atarnagol. All we could do is the dinim of the Gevuros that are Yesod zochar she'enim kashem kol kach k'moch adinim shebenok. So he has a number Gimel over here, down here in the Shefa Kavanot. Talking Shmuras Haboker. So, or is this the right place? So he says you could only sweeten them at that time. Shehu Eis Ratzon v'Harach Mem Govrim Oz. Okay, so he says Ki Acher HaChatzos Alayla, as we know. Ozleim is Peshetis ad Sim Kol Kuma Zeranpin. V'Sof Alayla Mashkir HaShachar Oz Hazam is Daveg Imo, then there is a yichud that takes place at, I guess, sunup, or right before that, as the light starts to see light. For the kain who is ratzon v'rachamim, so that's it, is that you see the light. Ki bevor b'shar kavanas and Drush el Lilo, he says, where we're learning during the regular year time. Ray Od Sham, and look over there, you see that Kagodel Ma'alas Esek HaTorah Kodem Alas L'Shachar, he says Ki Oz Ola Al Shechina, because what happens then? The Shechina actually makes an aliyah in Doida with her beloved, I guess is their Anpen, but Tzilus Ayin Sham Barichos, there's much to be said about that. Let's go down to number Tes Vav up above. Tes Vav says V'od Tam Acher Kamosh Shehakdamnu. So there's another answer over there for what we said. He says Ki Yesod Nirmaz B'Tishi. The Yesod is the 9th Sphira. So he says that's its remes. V'Malchus Be'eser. That's to be the 10th Sphira. The Shehu Yom Kippurim, which comes out to be the 10. Number 10 goes on Yom Kippur. V'Lechein Kol B'Chilas Naas is B'Yom HaMeyuchad Law, so that every aspect is made through that day which is designated for it. So let's look at number Daled in the Shefa Kavanot. He said V'ad Tam Acher, so Od Tam Acher. Never Diyesh Nafka Mina Bein Shtei HaTamim. So there's a difference between the two meanings. What is that? The Lefi HaTam HaSheni, according to the second reason, Hasheni Yecholim La'asos HaKaparos Kol Yom HaTashi V'lo Dafka B'Shmoras HaBoker. So the 9th is the critical day, because 9 is Yesod. That's as far as we can go. In the series of Yesod Na'asos on the 9th day, the HaTashi, the service made Tshuva. Masha Ein came the feet Tama Rishon Iker, which is not that came by the first reason, that Iker Zaman is also the main time to do that, who Davka B'Shmoras HaBoker is only at that time, Sh'oz who Eis Ratzon B'Rachamim Govrim Oz. Number Hey, where is number Hey? So let's see, where is it? Number Hey is in the same place. V'od Tam Acher, here's another reason, he says. Kamosh Agdam B'Chubiki Yesod Nirmez B'Tishi V'Malchut Be'eser. So that was that comment. He says like this. So Meloshen Zeh, Mashva Shebiyom B'Tishi Na'aseh Chanasira B'Sfiras Yesod. We make it in the Sfiras of the Yesod. The Biyom B'Isiri B'Malchus. V'Kosher Shahare De'el B'Drush Rosh Hashanah Mavur. Shebiyom B'Tishi Na'aseh Chanasira Gam B'Sfiras Hahod Yesod, and also Malchus. That all takes place on the 9th day. V'Kan Mashva Shebiyom B'Tishi. But here it says that on the 9th day, Na'asis and Nesira only in one place, because the 10th day is reserved for Malchus. It'd be Yesod over there, so it would be Yesod. Of the Yom Nesiri b'Malchus v'tzarach Ion. Which one is it? How do we figure it? Like that. Moving on. Let me see, what would number Vav be? So okay, so now we're reading in the number Tes Zion in the Tif. HaMinchag shenagol hisate betzitzis b'leil Yom Kippur minchag nochon hu. So we put on the talus, or the big talus. Minyan ma shenagol hisate betalis gadol b'leil Yom Kippur hu minchag tov v'roi la'asos v'hevir habach b'hilchos tzitzis. What does the Bach say? He says, Ela shesham kasa shelavushim atalis miba'od yom la'achar mincha. And you don't take it off at nighttime. V'chatam lefi b'pshat, the minhag hazeh is what? Chasav sham lefi shebiyom kippurim domim lemalachim. So we're similar to malachim when we come to Yom Kippurim. V'alkein lovshim begadim imisatfim. We put on garments. We clothe ourselves, or we wrap ourselves in white. Now he wants to explain this minhag according to this sod. Now there's a vav here. Down below it says Ki ha'olam soda talis, ki la'olam sola talis hu or makif. It always represents an or makif. More makif that goes to zeranpin. Im tzitzis katan the ivor with the sitten katan. So he said that tzitzis katan represents the stage of ivor, the yanika, the godless. Which is it? Now I didn't think I read that. So where was that? Okay, I didn't read that. Let's go back up top. Let's go back to number Yud Zion in the Tiva Gavonos. The Tiva Gavonos said, "V'tama minhu hazehu." Turn the page. Ki la'olam sod ha'talis hu or makif el zer adpen. I think we read that. So he said, "Im bebechinas tzitzis cotton the ivor together with the tzitz and cotton, which represents ivor, o the yanika, o the godless." Now it's a little bit hard to understand the sentence. So what does it say? Kisod atzitzis va'talis he bebechinas or hamakif the ima the zer adpen. So this is the or of ima. So it would be the makif, which would be the lamed mem of ima, I guess. But Jabez is in that stage. He's in a gestation stage still. And so in that situation, since he's in the womb, so to speak, ima completely and totally surrounds him. When that is the cotton, the concept of the tzitzis cotton is to be surrounded in an embryonic stage and be really comforted or, protected and all these different things by ima. But when you move to birth and then their anpen is no longer gestating, bismana godless, or bismana godless, then she surrounds him the concept of the big talus. This boyer al pi hapri etz chaim, that's all over there explained. Now, let me see where I'm at then. I'm over here on number Vav on the previous page. And it says, Ki la'olam soda talis hu or makif elazer anpin im tzitzis katan the ivor, o the yanika, o the godless. So it's always a surrounding light in some way. Mashma v'divrich Rav Zal, so it sounds like this, that from what the Rav is saying, the talis cotton who connected zman the ibor, that's the talis cotton is that time, the talis gadol who connected zman hayanika v'chagadlus. For kasha b'masha kasa, this is different in relationship to what is written. But Drush tzitzis, he said the talis cotton who's zman the ibor, so that's the zman of zima of ibor. But talis gadol who connected zman hayanika, the talis gadol, the other side is still dealing with cottonness. Some of Yanika, but tefillin, they go into tefillin, hem keneged zman hagadol v'tzarach iyun. Let's move along, and let's see, where was number Zion? We'll try to find it. Okay, Yud Ches. V'lechein, so let me find Yud Ches, there it is. V'lechein, b'leil YOM KIPPURim, she'az shlitas hanukva rochel. The fish midas lila goveris, because now is the time when the midah of nighttime, which is the time of rochel. Goveris b'lila v'az also rochel b'rosha tavuna. V'neither she goes up to the top of tavuna. V'az ima ilah makefes azecha b'tzitzis gados, and then ima ilah from that position being makif the nook at this point. So he says, "V'lechein atach belel Yom KIPPURim sheyesh the nook for rochel koich gadol," which is a tremendous power. La'alos l'rosha shana v'hu l'beis sivos. 1. Sha'az shlitas hanekevas hanekeva rochel v'hainu kafi shemavur l'holon she'ikar aliyos v'Yom KIPPURim. The main thing about going up on Yom KIPPURim heim b'nukva rochel is from rochel. Number base. The fish and meat is a lila goveret b'lila. Ki gavar noida shachar yom hu b'chinas zeranpin. V'chalayla hu b'chinas nukva. V'hata shachanata b'lil Yom KIPPURim. And where are we? She'az goveres hanukva shemidas b'hi halayla. V'chein yesh la koach gadol gavar b'chinas halayla la'alos me'alacha, to come out from that place. Ayedecha kedushas a yom the rosha tavuna, it's able to go up to the top of the parts that's immediately up above, which is Tevuna. Gabelis or Makif Me'ima, and at that position receives an or Makif from Ima, Bebechinas Talis Gadol, from the concept of the great of the big Talis. And we, the children, in that sense, Lovshim Talis Gadol, we're going to imitate that idea. The Hamshik Aleinu Ha'arach Hazos B'layl Chazeh at this time. Okay, we're going to stop here. And we'll say until that place. And today is the 6th of Tishrei. Ooh, today's 86. Okay, this is Baruch Fleischman, Tikkun Elevator Kollel.